What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Shannon and Mary Show. I'm Shannon, and Mary is in the other living room watching Sing right now. Today we are going to do a video showing off my wrestling video game collection. I'm also going to show off, I guess this ties into it, but I'm going to show off a couple items that my wife got me yesterday for my birthday to begin with. So let's start with that. Here we go. My wife got me this. This is a gold Nintendo 64 controller. She got it from the it's a retro video game store in town. I think it's called Old School Gaming. But yeah. She got me this controller for my Nintendo 64 because I needed another one. So she got me this one, and it's gold. It's awesome. And you know, everything on it works fine. She also got me WrestleMania 2000 for the Nintendo 64. Awesome, awesome, awesome wrestling game. And WWF No Mercy, another awesome wrestling game. I played these games with a friend of mine back in the day, Tremaine Siders, and these were just the best wrestling games ever. And people, I still argue that these are the best wrestling games ever. They were just so much fun, and they were really awesome. So I didn't have those in my collection, and my wife got them for me, and I just love her. She's so awesome. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of wrestling anymore. I don't watch it on TV anymore because I don't really like the direction that it's gone. I quit watching like after the, I think, Attitude Era, like once The Rock and Stone Cold and all them left. I sort of just kind of left too. But I've always been a fan of the games because you can do so much with the games and just create your own storylines and just make the games that much better. So let's move on to the next game. It's going to be another Nintendo 64 game, and that's WCW NWO Revenge. Another awesome game. It's I think it was one of the first ones that came out before WWF got a hold of the game company, or yeah, before they made a WWF one. And the gameplay mechanics are pretty much the same. It's the same thing with just WCW characters, and that was awesome. I wish that company, well, THQ stayed with it, but I think the actual company who made the gameplay was AKI. I don't know, but yeah, I wish they had stayed with them because they just put out some great games on the Nintendo 64. They're arguably the best wrestling games that are even out there today. I mean, I like the ones that we have today, but the Nintendo 64 era, those games were just so great. Alright, let's move on. Another one in my collection. I used to have a PlayStation 2, but I don't have any of the PlayStation 2 wrestling games. I want to, you know, complete my collection, but in reality, the only two games for the PS2 that I would probably want to pick up again would be the SmackDown 2006, and of course, Here Comes the Pain, because that is also one of the best wrestling games. But let's move on to what I do have. This next one I got from, I think, Myrtle Beach. This place called Player's Choice, and that's the WWE Legends of WrestleMania for the 360. I wanted it because it had all the classic wrestlers in it. The gameplay on it is very different. It's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like the SmackDown games we have now, but it's a WWE game and I had to have it, so let's move on to the next one. I've had this one for a while. It's SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. It's also a really great one. So, can't go wrong there. And then, of course, I've got SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. It's actually got a price tag on it. Oh well, I never took it out. This one was also pretty good. It's just basically updated rosters of 2007, and it added some new gameplay mechanics. And yeah, it was just also really good. I think this was the first iteration of ECW. They added ECW in there to the game, which is really cool. Then of course I've got the SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Triple H and Shawn Michaels on the cover. Yeah, I think this one basically also showed off a little bit of the Attitude Attitude Era. It had updated rosters, backstage arenas, and a bunch of new match types. And this game had a lot of fun with it too. I like those games because you can you play through them, and you can unlock the characters. You didn't really have to buy them, but still the option to buy them was there. And then we have Raw vs. SmackDown 2010. Also a great game. It's pretty fun. And then we've got SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Awesome. And then I think this is when they ditched the SmackDown vs. Raw brand split and went away from THQ and went to 2K Sports. Well, I mean, they're still with THQ, but you know what? I think, alright, yeah, they're still with THQ. They just ditched the SmackDown vs. Raw and started calling them WWE 12. So Randy Orton on the cover. Had a lot of fun with that. Then we've got WWE 13. CM Punk on the cover. This game was pretty good. I think this is the one that had WWE Live, where you could play online and actual recreate what was going on. I don't know. You recreate live, and it had introduced a new game engine too that was really fun. But yeah, let's move on. Now, this one was my favorite one for the longest time. It's WWE 2K14. It's got it had just a ton of characters, and it brought back like old school stuff, like Hogan. Hogan was in this, and yeah, this one was my favorite. It had all the NWO in it and everything. I've played this. Oh look. What is this? Oh, never mind. I thought that was like the receipt that I had in there. But yeah, it's got we've got The Rock on the cover. This one has a reversible cover. You could switch it to Daniel Bryan. if I wanted to. But I don't want to because The Rock is my favorite, and The Rock is awesome. But I do like that they give you that option. That's very rare. So yeah. 2K14, awesome game. Now we're going to 2K14. We're going to skip up to 2K16 because I don't have 2K15 anymore. I got rid of it for something. I don't remember. I think I had traded it in. I think I traded it in towards this one. I'm not sure because they were doing a whatchamacallit, a special promotion or something. But you know, 2K15. It was the first time they had brought it over to the PlayStation 4, and it was good, but they just left out a bunch of characters. They stayed more focused on the current roster, and it was good. I had fun with it. It was really good. I just had to upgrade to the new one, so I traded it in. And I regret that, so I'm going to try to pick it up again. I'm going to find it somewhere like on the cheap and get it back, you know, so I can have a complete collection. So let's move on to the next one, and that's WWE 2K16 for the PlayStation 4. The graphics are insane on this, and I love creating wrestlers, so of course I've got me in the game and created my whole family, but it's just, this game is really awesome and a ton of fun. And then we are to the last one, and that's WWE 2K17. I think they took out the, what is it? Oh, Hall of Fame Showcase. The Showcase modes, they took them out of this game. I think they had some DLC ones. I'm not sure. I didn't purchase any of the DLC for this because I went ahead and just created all my wrestlers anyway. So I don't know. But yeah, this one was pretty fun. I hate that they put Brock Lesnar on the cover because, to me, I think, you know, Brock Lesnar sucks now. He's not that great of a wrestler anymore because he's like a part-time champion, I guess. He only wrestles like during WrestleMania or some pay-per-views. He's not, you don't ever see him on the show anymore, but yeah, I quit watching wrestling anyways. So yeah, that's it. That is my whole wrestling collection. Let's see if I can hold this up. Well, and then, you know, I've got like Batman right there, but still. Yep, that's my whole little wrestling collection.